Welcome back to another King of Logic. Y'all smash that like button on the way in for me. I'm making this video in response to a video that I seen regarding the divestment cult. That's what it really is. It's not a community. It's a cult of angry black women. That's what it is. If you know about them, you probably have seen some of their content. You know who some of the main content creators are. But I ran across a video from this content creator who goes by the name Divested Wife. She also goes by Divested Witch. And I was looking at a video by this content creator that I like called Shay Sharday. And Shay Sharday, if any of y'all are familiar with her, she's a, growing content creator. I think she's got about 23,000 subs at the moment. And she's a black girl, wears her natural hair, married to a black man. Shout out to her. She does good work. And for some reason, I got a recommended video where the divested wife, divested witch chick, was going at Paris Milan. And I said, okay, I wonder what's going on with her and Paris Milan. Because I know Paris Milan is a pretty big YouTuber. She has a really big following. And I just found it to be interesting that somebody was, calling her out. And the video was pretty blunt. She doesn't like Paris Milan. And I got a little bit of the video that she recorded about Paris Milan.
My name is Divested Wife, aka Divested Witch, for you bitches who seem to forget that yes, I am a practicing witch. I've been practicing witchcraft for over 20 fucking years. Fuck around and find out. So anyway, Paris Milan has had my video took down. Do you feel happy, Paris? Good job. And then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and continue to fuck my white husband. You have zero control or zero effect over my life. So you don't have anything to be happy about.
Okay, so that was a brief clip from the Divested Wife, Divested Witch. And like I said, that video just happened to pop up in my recommended videos. For some reason, the algorithm recommended me the video. I guess because she had Paris Milan's name in her title, and so did Shay Sharday. But I wanted to speak about a bigger issue with that divestment cult. Now, I did scroll through a few of her videos just to kind of listen to her. She espouses a lot of the same talking points that the divestment cult members like to regurgitate over and over again. The black man is, a deadbeat. We ain't shit. We killing them every 5 hours. We're conquered. Zaddy's the best. The white man is God. Like, you literally have black women over there calling the white man God. Praise Brad. Like, they're sick. And the title of my video on my thumbnail said True Divestment. And I have a picture of Serena Williams and her white husband, Alexis Ohanian, from Reddit. Reddit is a, website. I don't know much about it. I've been on it a few times. I don't really care for it. But the point I'm making is, the point of me making this video is to point out the fact that most of these women, not all of them, but most of these women that's on social media with YouTube channels and blogs or Clubhouse, whatever spaces they're trafficking their vile filth in, these women are not truly divested, because if you're truly divested, you truly moved on. You're not available to black men in any way, shape, form, or fashion. You don't think about us. You don't tweet about us. You don't fuck us. You don't like us. You hate us. You're done. Why are you talking about somebody that you can't stand? Because deep down inside, these women are doing what's called trauma bonding. Misery loves company. A lot of these women are hurt. They're upset. And some of them for legitimate reasons. A black man or two may have broke their heart. a black man may have molested them, raped them, did something very, very egregious towards them. Maybe they had a black father that abandoned them. It's different reasons why these women are upset. And trauma, it manifests itself differently in different people. Some people handle trauma very differently. Some people become promiscuous. Some people turn to drugs. Some people turn to alcohol. You know, some people just shut down from the whole world. And I guess the divestment chicks formed a cult, a hate cult. But it's really a trauma bonding group of women. That's what they're doing. And the divested witch girl, she's not the worst divestor that I've heard. I think probably the worst one that I've heard so far is the one who goes by the name of divested zealot. Yes, divested witch. The correct way to pronounce zealot is the way I just said it, not zealot.
Tonight, I would like to talk about Divested Zealot's recent live stream where her and her panel are talking about divestors being doxxed. Now, Divested Zealot...
So your Brad that you worship so much is not even teaching you how to speak correct English. I thought they were so much better. But anyway, I'm going to go through a few slides that I created that just really dismantle all of their talking points. They're so fucking full of it. And they make up like less than 1% of all black women. So I'm not concerned about them. And believe it or not, a lot of these divestors that I've observed, they still look like regular black women that we refer to as hyenas. The weave, the lashes, the nails. They wear wigs. They don't look no different than Keisha from the hood. But I thought Zaddy loved you and accepted you for who you are. He doesn't care about your kinky hair or your dark skin, because a lot of these divestors are dark skinned, so-called divestors. But yeah, just go through some of their content and look at the ones that show their face. A lot of them are weaved up, lashed up, made up, you know, BBL'd up, just like the rest of the black women that we talk about. I am an unapologetic natural black woman advocate. I will not date a black woman that don't have the same texture hair as mine. I want to marry and make babies with a black woman that wears her natural hair. I think they're the best. I like natural black women. It is what it is. But anyway, here goes some slides. And these slides are going to give you a good visual of what I'm talking about. Okay, so most of the black women who are swirling, they're not getting the white men that the top white women desire. These white men are typically older, they already have kids, they're socially awkward, incels, or just simply past their prime. And remember, like I said, when one is truly divested, you actually move away, move on, become physically, spiritually, sexually, and emotionally unavailable for those or whatever it is that you have a disdain for. Speaking about us daily, making memes, and talking reckless online isn't divestment at all. It is simply venting online with other women that you are trauma bonding with. Y'all truly need therapy. It is disgusting, and you will never heal. Okay, so like I said before in those slides, most black women that swirl are not getting the top-notch brads, and the reason why is because most top-notch brads prefer their own. That's just the way Mother Nature works. Most people practice intra-racial marriage. They marry within their culture. I think Eve and her white husband did eventually have a child together, but he has given his best physical years to whatever white woman he was with. She literally is the stepmom of 4 white children and has 1 child with him. But more power to Eve. That's what she want to do. That's what she want to do. And I know that there are black females that swirl that get decent looking white guys that are successful. But for the most part, you're not going to take away their upper echelon of white men. This is Lonnie Love. She's got a bottom shelf Brad, as we like to call them. And it goes both ways. Most black men are not going to get the best white women unless they got money. Less than 1% of the top white women get with black men, and less than 1% of the top white men get with black women. That's just an incontrovertible truth. I don't care what anybody says. The data doesn't lie. And lastly, this is Gabrielle Sidibe. That's her white dude who ain't even embracing her. She looks like she looks. I ain't trying to roast her looks. But that's not a masculine white man. That's not a white man that white women want. They not falling over they selves to get with that white boy. These are the type of white women that Brad, who got money, a high value Brad, a top shelf Brad actually prefers. Now, these are just a couple of, celebrity white women, models and actresses that many of you are probably familiar with. The black woman, no matter how much she perms her hair, puts the weave in, puts blue contacts in her eyes, green contacts in her eyes, you can't ever imitate the real thing, baby. You just can't. They are who they are. We are who we are. Like I said, true divestment happens organically. You don't divest, or you don't seek out a white man because you want to say, nah, 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 boo, boo, I got me a white man, ha, ha, ha. No, if you truly want to interracially date, or you truly want to be with somebody of another race, the best way to do it is put yourself in proximity to these people and just see if they bite the bait. Now, I did go to a mostly white high school myself. It ain't mostly white no more because Metro Atlanta is a rapidly growing place and it's a lot more non-white people here now. But I had me a couple of white girls that I kicked it with, and we did a little some. And one of them I was really, really cool with, and I enjoyed my time with her. But I never, lost my desire to be with a black woman because I had me a piece of white, woman's goodies. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't change me like that. But these black women over there in the divestment cult, like, these are literally screenshots that I did. You can go over there and see for yourself. They are literally worshiping Brad. That they use terms like Zaddy-luya. Like, you can't make this stuff up. So I'm gonna start wrapping the video up. I just want to circle back to Serena Williams because her relationship history is a prime example of what I'm talking about, why a lot of these so-called divestors decide to join the divestment cult. She actually was dating this black actor named Jackie Long. I don't know much about the dude. I had remember her dating a famous actor, but I could never put my hand on it. I thought his name was Jason Weaver. That's another, lesser known actor. But Serena was in love with him. She was in love with this guy. They're around the same age. I think he's from California. And she admitted that he broke her heart. And at the end of the day, most black women naturally want to be with black men. Especially a good looking dude who's successful, who got it going on. But maybe dude felt like he had more options. Maybe he felt like he didn't want to settle with Serena. I don't know. But this is a screenshot. I don't ever type up my own stuff. I just screenshot it and post it. I ain't got no reason to clout chase. In an emotional 600-word account on her official website, the tennis legend revealed how she fell in love with Jackie Long, only to have her heart broken when her boyfriend stopped calling and finally told her he needed space. And then dude put this out: I slept with Serena Williams right before her wedding. Now, I don't know how true that is. It may be true, but man, black women love black men, bro. And it's natural and it's okay to love your own. Some, like I said, are truly divested, and that's fine. But most of these so-called divestors are not truly divested, man, because you can't keep your mouth closed. You should be keeping your mouth on Zaddy's peckerwood and in Zaddy's mouth. You should be in Zaddy's mouth. Your tongue should be in his mouth, not being used to talk shit about black men. And as many of us know, Serena Williams has ties to Drake. That's him at one of her tennis matches. And I find Serena Williams attractive. I know a lot of black men say she look like a dude, but man, all that booty. I like thighs and booty. It is what it is. I'm from the South. I mean, of course, I'm totally out of her league. She don't even know I exist. I'm just saying, if I was one of those dudes, I would have wifed her up. I don't know what happened with these brothers. Common was with her. This was after she got her heart broke by Jackie Long, but that's why Serena decided to swirl it up with the Reddit dude. That's the only reason. She was never into white men like that. Now, you see, she was a tennis star, one of the best of all time. She's literally the GOAT of her generation. She was around a lot of white men on the tennis circuit. She could have chose one of those guys, but she was choosing black men back home in America. I believe Serena Williams is from Compton. She's from California. Well, I think she was born in Michigan, but they lived in California for quite some time. And, you know, she stayed true to her own until things weren't working out. So she got with a zaddy, and it is what it is. But her heart is still with the brothers. She was just spotted at one of Drake's parties. What you doing at a dude's house that you done slept with in the past and you married now with a child? I did put Serena in the photo on the thumbnail because she's not a divestor. She never called herself a divestor, but she don't talk shit about the brothers. She has moved on. She got a child. She married. She's retired from tennis. And if you're truly divested, why you don't follow the Serena Williams model? Why you don't follow the Meghan Markle model, even though Meghan Markle's biracial? There are plenty of black women that are in relationships with white men, and they don't talk about it. They don't talk shit about black men. They don't have channels on YouTube or clubhouse spaces where they're laughing at black men getting killed by the police and all that dumb shit that y'all divestment chicks be doing. True divestment is a total divestment, mind, body, and soul. And I'm just not seeing that from that so-called divestment cult. I'm just not seeing it. And Zaddy watching y'all. Don't believe that Zaddy don't see what you're doing. He know exactly what you're doing. Many of you so-called divestors are swirling out of anger, not out of love. That's dishonest as hell. Trust and believe Zaddy is watching you. The internet is available to anyone with connectivity 24/7. Don't think that they aren't well aware of what you're doing. Using these men to spite black men is disgusting, and many of them have no problem using you up. And when they get done with you and they can find something better, trust me, they will. And most of their families don't approve of you because you're not one of them. That's just the way it works. White people are very, very race loyal. That's just their nature. And if it don't apply, let it fly. You know, there are some true swirlers out there whose families, their in-laws love them for real, and they truly don't see color. But for the most part, interracial dating in this society, it's still taboo. It really, really is. It's better than it used to be, but there's always going to be tension. And last but not least, I had to throw this in here because y'all tripping. You divestment nuts have redefined the word mammy. A mammy is not a black woman who loves and capes for black men. A mammy refers to the black female during slavery who worked in the big house. She was Mass's do woman when it came to performing house duties. She cooked, she cleaned, she took care of the kids, gave Massa sex when he wanted it, and even would breastfeed Massa's babies with her own breast milk, which was for her black baby. A modern day mammy would be somebody who's Massa's do girl, like a Brittany Cooper or Stacey Abrams. The mammy was an overweight, obese house negress, okay? Not a black woman who loves black men and capes for us, okay? Y'all got to come up with a better, word synonym for a woman who's so-called black male identified or whatever the goofy lingo y'all like to use over there. Stop trying to redefine words. Just because you want a word to mean something does not mean that's what it is. That's the end of the video. I had to respond to the divested witch chick. I don't have anything against her personally. She just happened to come into my algorithm. That's all it was. And she's no different than the majority of these so-called divestors. The hypocrisy, the false divestment it's a joke. It's really laughable. True divestment versus fake divestment. Y'all are fake divestors, most of y'all.